Alright. Hello, aloha, welcome to the sacred stage. I'm Sebastian Solshine Flow, your intergalactic time-traveling genie and the host of this page. Today we're going to be talking about how awesome it is to be me. I mean you. I mean us, alive, here on planet Earth, being able to do whatever we do. So today is a different day because for one reason today, and I go out a lot with my art when I need money to pay rent and bills and stuff. I go out with the intentions a lot that I'm like, okay, I need this much money so I can do these things. And I have art to provide. So I go out with the intention of actually selling my art and asking for something in return, which is great because that's called reciprocity. But I'm having a little bit of a deciphering moment right now where it is that I'm asking myself, is there a difference between me going out into the world with the intention of, okay, I'm here I'm offering myself, I'm offering my services, I'm offering my skills, I'm offering my talents, I'm offering who I am to the world around me. And because I'm offering who I am to the world around me, it's up to me to have discernment on how I then ask for something in return, as reciprocity would go. If in so fact somebody's taking something from me, like my art or my jewelry or something like that I've made, something I've bought and found, or something that belongs to me that I'm then giving as like goods. Services are, well, I'm not going to go dig you a garden unless we make an agreement. So that's a service. But sometimes the services are just giving somebody the time of day and being a part of their reality with them and helping them get clear. So that's a service. But not all services you should ask to be reciprocated for. Sometimes you should just be able to go out into the world and be able to give who you are to the world and not need anything in return in any way, shape, or form. You should just be like, oh, I'm giving, and yes, it's authentic and it's beautiful and amazing, and whoo, yeah, I feel that good and I have everything I need. If you're not in that conscious state right then at the exact moment in time that you're actually doing it like that, then the intentions aren't that pure. So we're going to get clear intentions. Pure, clear intentions. So my pure, clear intentions are that I have to shapeshift out of my gardening hat over here. And then this is my chauffeur hat for driving a sacred vehicle called Sebastian Solshine Flow, your intergalactic time-traveling genie, and actually the true host of this page called the Sacred Stage. So as we clean ourselves up and clear ourselves up a little bit to shapeshift today into another character here we go. All right. Authentically speaking, I didn't just become somebody that I'm not. This is just another part of me that feels like another clear, coherent part. So the other part of me was a little bit, as Bashar would say, and Daryl Unk would say, whatever they would say. I don't know. I listen to a lot of what they would say. But what I would say about what they would say is that you should probably know that abundance is having everything you need whenever it is that you need. Abundance is having everything you need whenever you need it, and being able to do whatever it is that you need to do whenever it is that you need to do it, with zero exceptions in regards to whether or not that's with or without money, and or with or without all of the other things that you think that you need. So, as an offering, these are offerings, these are seeds. All these seeds, whee! These seeds, whee! These are Lemurian wolf light seeds. So we're supposed to play at ease with these Lemurian light seeds. This is an all-seeing eye ring I made. So this is a whole bunch of, oh wait, look, there's another eye. So I'm about ready to go out into the world right now with the intention to plant some seeds, these, as an offering to any of you out there who actually would love and appreciate to have a little bit more of what it is that the Sacred Stage has to offer to you through Sebastian Solshine Flow's intergalactic time-traveling genie page, where he's being authentic and true to you. There's no cover-ups and any makeup are put on unless I put it on, and there's no Facebook filters or Instagram filters or even motherfucking filters. I can say what I fucking want. It's my life. First Amendment, freedom of speech, and I fucking talk. Yeah, not like that. But I'll tell you what, I'll fucking do what I want. Anyways, so these are little tiny light seeds, and what I want to do is I want to program every single one of them with light, love, gratitude, and appreciation, and joy for allowing me to be the best me that I possibly can be, and knowing that I am the best me I possibly can be because I'm doing my own life. It's not doing me. Well, that's not true. It's definitely doing me. But we're doing it together. And all these things I just flashed you. All right. The most important thing out of all of my teachings to myself is to remember that you're awesome, and that the energy that you bring to the world is valuable, and that whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, don't worry about what everybody else is saying about how it is that you do it, whether they should critique your hat to the left or to the right, or whether or not they would pull their hair back and color it purple or not, whether or not they wear another necklace. If that bothers you or not, then that's what you should do for you, but you shouldn't do it for them, you should do it for you. But ultimately, I am you and you are me and we are one, so that's ultimately how it is that I've learned how to do it, what it is that I know how to do. So I just, believe that I'm worth it, and that we're all worth it, and that whatever it is that we're doing here should make some kind of perfect sense in the nonsensical kind of a way. If magic is a part of our reality, then logic is over here, magic is over here, and we just got to interweave and interbreathe them together, and just know that it's logical that magic would exist, and it's magical that logic exists, because it's logical, practical magic, and that's why it is that spirit science and all of these different things interweave themselves into the web around us that then, takes us on this ride that we call life. So I'm not judging you, don't judge me. We're just going to roll with it. What's the point? I'll tell you, the point is always to have dank, amazing, awesome, organic conversations with all of the beings around you that you possibly can. Enlighten those frequency codes out there with all of the different herbs if possible, if mushrooms if possible, but now I'm talking mushrooms and herbs like as in far all of them, the entire apothecary of how you can help assist different things, because for every ailment on the earth there's actually a solution with something that's natural. You don't need to outsource your freedom to anything else. You can just actually ask for assistance from the beings that are around you, and they'll give you the assistance. But if you can't find those plants, guess what? The answers are frequencies. Every plant has a frequency, and you know those frequencies. It's in your pineal gland, so your body already knows how to unleash and do all of those things that it needs to do to be able to actually be the best you possibly can be. So ultimately, if you're doing anything outside of yourself thinking that it's going to give you health and vitality, whoa, sideball, here it comes. Take that curveball. So what you really see inside of the illuminated force of the creative ability to be the best you possibly can be, infinitely intertwining itself from the beginning to the end. Because I know, my friend, it's about the neurodendritic growth of the mirror neurons. Can you see? I know. It's all about the flow, gratitude and appreciation, This is what we gotta do, because we gotta go with the flow, it's true, because it's just a part of you. It's coming out through your DNA. It's all spiraling around like the golden meaning frequency, fractal information. Doesn't really matter if this is beyond your comprehension. If you're following the page this far, thank you. Press like and follow, because there's many more journeys coming from, yes, all, whatever that means. It's all of us together. This is me and you coming through. This is where we need an editor. Edit. Okay, Sebastian went off on a tangent. What was he talking about? Oh yeah, being free, doing whatever you want to do, and knowing that it's fucking awesome. But it's not kid friendly if you cuss in it, so this is not a kid friendly video. So if anybody's out there who's asking, can I pull myself together to be a child entertainer? Depends what kind of entertainment it is. I've been asked to do this many times, but I don't know if I'm that entertaining that I want to entertain kids, you know what I mean? Unless those kids are teenagers, or like 20 or 30, 40-year-olds like us that actually want to then start to get into neuroscience and epigenetics and start to get into the mirror neurons and start to think it into the firing and wiring a new network and starting to get into it, instead of going out into the world and saying, give me, give me, give me, give me. Go out to the world and say, I got for you, I got for you, I got for you. Come at it like I'm a motherfucking worth it. What? And that's how it all spirals back to and through you, because all of the time we need something. All of us need something. All of us need something. But we all have something to give. All of us have something to give. Even if you don't think you have anything to give, you can always give thanks. Always give thanks. Always, 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 always give thanks. Yes, you can. So I'm going to give thanks that right here, right now, in this imaginary world that I'm in. I look really stoned because, well, I'm not. I'm just getting high on just waking up. Oh, got my mate. Just like you, I need my coffee to get up. I need my caffeine. It's not the same without it. Gotta have a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of spice. Everything nice. Saturday, I'm supposed to go to work today. But I'm pretty sure that they pay me to be me. I'm pretty sure that I'm getting paid to be me right now, even though I'm nowhere near working. Is that the object of the game, is to not work? Because I've been working my ass off all week. I only got paid enough to have this phone on again right now. Well, that's not true. I got paid a little bit more than that. That's pretty awesome. This is one of the only spiral seashells right now that you can find in Florida that actually spins the opposite way of every other seashell. Some of them spin double, but very rare you see one spin that way. It's funny because Majestic found it, and it's a shell. She didn't know I was going to stick it in my ear. And I told her to find another one. Poof. Part of being real is my wife doesn't like to drive. So she asked me, she said, hey, I'll pay for your entire journey and the vehicle and buy you a chauffeur. No, I'll pay for the entire journey and I'll buy the vehicle if you pay me back if you drive all of the time, because I don't ever want to drive. I said, what? Are you knowing what you're getting yourself into? Because pretty sure it was right after we met 9 years ago. So I've been driving the vehicle ever since. But ultimately, this vehicle's cramped right now. I'm sitting in it at the river having this conversation because ultimately the only way I know how to go about doing what I do, being an artist and adding value into the world, is valuing my life enough that I would think that I was valuable enough to go out into the world to offer something. So, behold my offerings. They come in many stages. The sacred stages, of course, we're all going through them. So, I got blue on today. Communicating, got my aquamarine wrapped in silver. Lapis lazuli for communication. My fading, shrinking, very old, long hair no longer looks as cool as it once did with the vibrant colors, but I can still do this. Yeah. Still me. Still free. Alright. So we got some hip hop coming in. Got the glasses. Compliments my friend Strawberry. What? Look at these things. Cruising. What? I'm driving a stretch limo right now with my chauffeur hat on, because that was the only thing I told Majestic, is that there's no way I'd drive her around unless I was a real chauffeur, and chauffeurs have hats. So you have to buy me the best hat ever. And of course, I don't really like these glasses, but I'll keep them for you for later, dude. Alright, so when we take that costume off, put it down, then we start to see that all around us we have the all-seeing eye watching us, making sure you're doing your job right. You always want to make sure that you're creative and inspired and you're like proper. Don't stay too long in one place unless you're actually willing to be amazing, because then they're looking for you, because they want to give you some money, because they want to buy your art. And you just come in and you disappear and you create magic, and they all recognize that magic, but they don't realize it at first because they don't know what they're looking at. You gotta plant seeds. Those seeds eventually grow, and when they grow, that's when you get custom orders over and over, and those things actually are repeatable, because right now this is a part of our DNA's codes, is to receive and to give. So, pay attention not only to me, but pay attention to you, and pay attention to what you're offering into the world and what you're ready to receive. Know you're valuable. I am. You should be too. So there are things in me that I offer you, that I ask money for. Those are, I do tarot card readings of all different sorts. I do intuitive readings, I do crystal readings and gem readings, I do intergalactic tune-ups, I do galactic carpet rides, if you will, with the platonic solid geometric forms of fractals and holograms. I can take you and lead you through all kinds of different imaginary places that are ultimately not imaginary at all. It's called high gamma waves when it is at your beta, alpha, theta, delta, gamma energy information, and the times and the cycles and the seasons and the rhymes and the reasons that all the things go together inside of your neurodendritic growth of your head, and how it is that the planetary solar system and galaxy and everything that is and was and will ever be is a part of the golden meaning frequency radio. Tuning in to the golden frequency radio, where the golden frequency radio, the golden spiral, spirals through you, spirals through me, spirals through everything that is and was and will ever be, and that's the ultimate truth. It's not a circle, it's not closed. Poof! It's a spiral, keeps on going. So there's a formula and a pattern, and so this is how it is that the matrix, the mother, the pattern, the father, the matrix and the pattern, the mother and the father, the paternal and the maternal, or negative and positive, negative and positive, and positive and negative and equal is in the middle. And so really there's no middle center. Everything's always moving. So ultimately everything is always moving. So nothing is straight, and it can't be just crossed off and dotted. And that's just how it is, because that's just not how it is. So how it really is it keeps moving and flowing and growing. And so when things are coming in and things are going out, there's always going to be a flow of an apana and a prana and a prana. So Kundalini Yoga has breath techniques. Tibetans have breath techniques. There's breath techniques all over the world. You can just learn, breathe. Number one thing that you need to do. So if you have breath, you got what you need. Then, if you can, clean water. If you can, you don't need tea. Yerba mate with coconut and cacao. A little bit of honey. Organic. You don't need it though. Water, air, food that's good for you when you do eat it. There's a few things that you really need. Shelter? Yeah. Shelter. That's a need. Yeah, because when it's hot out there, or when it's cold out there, thankfully from inside we can always warm ourselves up and cool ourselves off. It's natural. But our clothes, whether they're strong dielectric constant or not, some of the fabric and the materials that we have aren't necessarily compatible with life. So therefore it's the opposite of orgone, positive orgone and negative orgone. So basically what it's doing is it's phase distribution efficiency and phase distribution non-efficiency are two different things. Efficiency and non-efficiency. Efficiency is when everything works out for you in an efficient way, and non-efficiency is when it doesn't work out, and it just doesn't work out, So obviously those are the gases coming out from the mate. So there's the out again, so it's the prana in and the apana out. It's always the constant life force energy, and where there's something living, there's something dying, something living, and then there's in-between state, where it is that molecularly speaking, when we get into that perfect theta reprogramming state, where we're actually getting to the point in our own relationship where we're actually having a telepathic communication with ourselves, and we're learning how to communicate with ourselves about who it is we are, what it is we are, and why it is that we're here, and what we're supposed to be doing with the information that we have inside of us that we've had for a long time. We haven't known what to do with it or where it necessarily goes, but that's okay, because we're learning right now that even this broken seashell right here, still, actually, I can't tell you if it took millions of years to grow anything, not even me, because in electrosonobiology, a speciation, or whatever it's called in the morphogenetic field, and how everything is frequency, it's then basically it is that there was a beginning, and then whatever that creative force was in the beginning created the force that is this force, that is me, that is you, that is us, that is we, the family, the tribe, the neurons, the memory cells, the decongestion cells, all of the different parts of the 50 trillion cells in our body that make up and compose up this entire beautiful, amazing story that we're living right now. So ultimately, how all things go together, the family tree of life, is this little Palo Santo. And I obviously I'm like this all of the time. I just don't know. I don't have many people to talk to, other than I listen a lot. Let me put it that way. And I listen a lot. But to talk a lot, for as much as I want to talk, I don't feel like I get to talk at all. I'm drowning. Drowning. I need to speak. And that's why I created the sacred stage. This is my platform to do whatever I want. Yeah, so waking up in the morning here, getting going. I cleaned my entire house, took care of my cats, cleaned their feet, did all the little things I was supposed to be doing, that I was making sure that I was keeping my world in order. And because I work for myself now, I'm supposed to go to work. So it's an interesting game to play, because I don't get paid money consistently to be anywhere, to do anything. I get paid to be me, to be free, to go wherever I want, do whatever I want, and to add value to my own life and to add value to others' life simultaneously. And by doing so, then that should, reciprocally speaking, continue allowing me to be the best me I possibly can be, and eat the best food ever, and drink the best water ever, and go to the best places ever, have the best conversations ever, meet the best people ever, and actually have extra and more to share and give. So this was always about, you always have enough to give, and you do. So always give thanks. you can always give thanks. If you can always give thanks, then you always have something to give. So for me to pay attention to what it is that I have to give, instead of going out into the world and saying, world, please give to me, I have something to give to you, world. It's called me. My name's Sebastian Solshine Flow. I am your intergalactic time-traveling genie, and I am the host of this page, and I will grant you one wish right now, and one wish only. The only wish I will grant you is that you don't even have to speak it, because I already know what it is. How do I become an intergalactic time-traveling genie just like you, Sebastian Solshine Flow? And I tell you all, you already are. You are me, I am you, we are one. However, you will never be this one, and I will never be you. I will never see your way, I'll never hear your way, I'll never be your way. But you are, and because you are, guess what you get to do with it? Share it in any way that you want to. Others are already sharing it with you in it, whether you like it or not, telling a story about you. It's time you tell your story. The way you want it to be, the way you want it to go. No tricks up your sleeves. Just the randomness of being me. Can't patent that shit, document it, try to make it out into a script that someone didn't write other than me, because pretty sure that it's all intellectual property. Yep, mine. And it's written in my DNA, and it's been here for a long time, and I'm willing to share it with all those in whom are willing to actually do what it is that I tell you to do. Which means you have to be the best you possibly can be. You have to go the best places ever, eat the best food ever, drink the best water ever, breathe the best breaths ever. You got to share the best parts of yourself. You got to wake up and keep up. You got to do you the way that you know how to do you, and don't let anybody tell you what to do. That's what I'm telling you to do. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. Don't let anybody, not even me, tell you to do whatever you want to do. You do it if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter. That was the whole entire thing, that I'm not telling you the truth. I'm not telling you how it is. I'm telling you how it is for me right now, in this moment of my life, knowing what I know, walking the path I've walked to get to where I am, and where I'm going from here is because I am in control of my own life. Even though some part of me is like, oh shit, you can't speak like that, they're gonna get you. Yeah, they are. At the sacred stage, come follow me and like the button under here and share this random stuff with you, with others, because it's like Alan Watts says and Terrence McKenna says, it's all part of my own mental coaching. Oh wait, fingers, head, heart. Mental coaching. Oh God, let go of old programs and beliefs that I can't make it. Yes, you can. I can't. Yes, I can. Oh my God, who's saying yes or who's saying no? Oh, there's too much going on here. Oh. So don't forget, or don't remember. Doesn't really matter. Just be the best you can be. And that's the point of my entire journey with you here for 22 minutes and 45 seconds is I'm going to work now. Wait, I'm already working. Wait, define work. Get paid money to work, to do something. Value. Oh yeah, you gotta value yourself. Okay, so if I'm digging holes in the ground and I like love what I'm doing and stuff, and I'm like putting in a garden and I'm helping you, $20 an hour is cool if you got money to pay me. If we're like doing it together and it's organic, it's great. But if I'm doing like chainsaw work, anything that's really crazy, $150 an hour would be great. Climbing your coconut trees, I'll do for coconuts. Cleaning your trees, if no coconuts, maybe 40, 50, 60, 75, $100. Depends how dirty they are and where I have to take the branches to. So life is about a value of what it is that you're ready to receive and give in reciprocity for your own services and goods. And sometimes it's like, you want to pay me $1 million right now for just inspiring you to be the best you can be right now, and go do something you've never done before and actually open up to a part of you you've never opened up to before. If you make a bunch of money off of that and you like to donate to me, sure, go ahead, cash at me right now. Boom, cash app 928-301-1241. You will see Michael Kite. That's my real name. Get it right. Michael Kite. Kight. Cash app. You can just straight donate. You can Zelle. You can go to Venmo. You can do all kinds of ways to contribute to making sure that conversations like this with self continue to happen. Because what's happening with this conversation is I'm showing you what I'm doing to get to where I am, and then what it is I'm doing with what it is that I got to get to where I am, and then where I'm going to go from here, you're getting to see too. Because if you watch the progression of my 432 hertz factor 9 pattern, paternal, back to the pattern, matrix. There's a pattern in the matrix here, and mother and father said to you and me that we're not male or female. It's the 23 chromosomes male, 23 chromosomes female, and they're not separate. They're one thing. It's a biological energy that's actually a force of magnetism through law of attraction and action that allows us to be the best as we possibly can be no matter what, because really there's only energy flowing, and it's either flowing in chirality or non-chirality, which means it's either exploding or imploding. It doesn't really matter because it all comes back at the center. And to reduce the critical mass of nuclear fallouts and what happens when it is that we do all kinds of stupid shit on the earth with radiation and whatnot, we can actually then do things like, not prayer of saying, please help me, please let it rain, please give me money. No, I already have money. I already have it. It already is raining perfectly. It already is stopping raining perfectly. I'm not in control of all those things. I don't have to be. Do you see what I'm saying? The 50 trillion cells can do their own thing inside of my body. What do I have to be in control of? How I think about my life, how I wake up in the morning, what I'm going to do about it. If I'm going to be a little poor me, and I'm going to go out there and be like, world, please take care of me, give me what I need this, I really got to pay my bills, please, oh my god, they're turning off my phone, what about this? And we crybaby ourselves through shit, which makes us do stupid shit and even reduce our value down to nothing till we're fucking slaves, and we beg and get on your knees and get back to worshipping like the other 84% of the entire population who's religiously intertwined to go and bash their heads on the ground every single time that something happens that's like, oh God help me, oh God help me, oh God help me. Oh yeah, you know what, God's not helping you do shit. And if God was helping you do shit, God would help those in whom help themselves. You know what that means? That means you get the fuck up and you ask your friends, say, hey friends, come over for a potluck, I only have this much. And then they say, I only have this much, and this one says, I only have this much, and this one says, I only have this much. And you're like, whoa, we all have a potluck. So let's come together, all of us, and have a real good potluck. So check it out. Here we are. See where we are? I live in Port Charlotte, Florida. Absolutely nothing going on. Nope. Nothing going on. Not shit. See? However, there's a lot going on, really. But not really. So I technically, to go to work, drive an hour and a half to go to Sarasota, Siesta Key, to go work the tourist scene. Thankfully, there's tourists around even in the middle of the hottest part of summer where no one wants to be in Florida. Somehow I'm here. So I'm supposed to make like living. Making art. 2,600 miles away from where I was born and raised. In the middle of a place that may or may not know how to receive what I have to offer. And thankfully, whoever created the World Wide Web, thank you. Whoever created Facebook and all these Instagram platforms, thank you. Thank you for bringing us all together and giving us what it is that we need to actually thrive, shine, and succeed, and to step up our game to another level so that we can all feel like we're... Because right now I'm still a little bit anxious, feeling like I should get to work. I'm excited. That's not anxious. It's not anxiety. It's mistranslated. It's actually excitement. And the excitement is that, well, when you do breath work and you wake up and you like keep up and you do all your physical things and you feel good about your life and you actually thank God that thank God. That's a worship gene. Yeah, we got that bred into us, unfortunately. So thank God that you are God, and you can remember that. You can wake up to that. But that's a whole different story if you want to get on other topics about how we were genetically modified from the Anunnaki hybrid slaves to another race and religion that was already here before. There was no religion, so why did we become a religious culture as far as when there never was a religion? It was something about cargo cults and worshipping the people in whom bring you spam. I don't know. Another tangent. But back to this one. I don't talk about Monsanto, DuPont, Syngenta, the chemical agricultural industries, or all about the dark side of the Anunnaki or the grays of the reptilians or any of that stupid crazy ass stuff. But don't get into all that conspiracy theory stuff. Forget about who us and them are in wars and all that. Whatever. Don't watch TV anymore, guys. If you do watch TV, be selective with the programming you watch, because it's just that programming. It's programming you to be exactly what they want you to be through the like, oh, please moon blink me. I want to have more of this. Yes. No, you don't. It's actually a trigger, and dopamine functions inside of your head every time the neurotransmitters get... So, drink your coffee. Drink your tea. Get yourself going. Clean yourself up. This is not going to work. See what I'm saying? You gotta judge yourself a little bit more. Oh, wait. You smell that? Rose geranium in my hair. Whoo, yeah, now that's good. That's going to wake me up a little bit. Wake up, take a shower. I have a shower. I've traveled on the road right now for my whole life. I've never really had a house that was my house that I could actually afford to pay for. and rent for a little while and pay an electric bill and do all those things. So this is the first time I've actually had to have a consistent shower every day if I want to. I can scrub my hair, I can wash my entire body, I can have my own toilet to go to the bathroom in, I can have my own food place to cook, I can clean my... Everything's just like, whoa, turn the light switch on and off. Who would have thought? So cool. So, living in a bus, living outside on the road for as long as I have, doing what I do with my beautiful wife, Majestic Sparkletron, being an amazing best friend and best roadie I've ever had in my entire existence. Married for 9 years. Wow. I am super honored that on this planet, in this time, in this way, that I can have another person that's just like me but completely 100% different be like compatible with something that's like me, because I'm ultimately, I know, a hot mess, and I got a big gigantic hot mess of chaos. Trust me, this hat's not just filled with creative, amazing, beautiful things. It's got a whole mess too. I don't want to show you, but that's not true. I'm just dealing with it. I just don't want to pass it on to you, because in epigenetics and in neuroscience and mirror neurons and through the telomeres and the lengthening and the creating and the whole entire creation stories and the destruction stories and how it is that Om Namah Shivaya. Yeah, it goes on and on and on and on and on. So that's how I've realized that if I'm ever going to get paid to be the best me I possibly can be, then I got to be the best me I possibly can be. And so they say, don't look in the mirror. Don't look in the mirror. Don't love yourself. Don't appreciate yourself. Don't glamour yourself or get makeup on and get some razors and shave yourself up and get tattoos or do whatever. Do whatever you want. There's no boss. There's no limits to the creative process. It's all creation, no matter what. Even destroying things, new creation comes. Burn down the forest. It doesn't fucking matter. You know why? Because we've had forests before, we'll have forests again. It doesn't really matter. You can blow this planet up if you want, if you think you have that much power, but you really don't, because all the rest of us here don't believe that way. We believe something else. We believe that you can only blow up your own consciousness to be able to transform yourself into the phoenix that completely burns itself into an ash. And when it gets back to that ash, it can actually distill itself back into the resin that it knows that it is. Become frankincense, copal, and myrrh. In fact, I have some right here. So, when you become the pure essence, this is frankincense. Frankincense. I got all kinds of frankincense. My buddy provides it. If you guys are looking for any links for the frankincense, awaken to the one. Ah, pure frankincense. It's a heaven. You can chew on it. It's like a gum. Antiseptic, antibacterial, antifungal. And you know what else you can do with frankincense? Is you can get a coal, one of these little black coals, and the resin, and you get a seashell from the beach or something. Be careful where you set it, because it'll get hot. You put the coal in there and then put the resin on top and it burns. And it gets rid of mold spores in your house too, if you get any. So it's antiseptic, antifungal, antibacterial. It's really good for you. So we distill the essence of the fire. We get back in and we raise ourselves and we get a little bit higher. Look at this cool bird. Can you see it right here? Hopefully you can see him. Look at him. Hi. Hi. Can you see him, guys? Okay, hopefully you can see that really cool bird that just came up. Middle of summer in the middle of Florida, 2022. Somewhere outside Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda. Sold my school bus after traveling in it for many, many years. Moving out of Sedona, Arizona. Was guided here to Punta Gorda because it was ultimate joy. And I don't know what we're doing here exactly, but I can tell you we're doing a few things. Inner work. Oh yeah, the inner work. There's the river below your feet in the underworld called the river of forgetfulness, and then there's the river of remembering. So I'm chewing on frankincense. It's a little bit resiny. So what does resiny mean? It means it's gonna get stuck in your teeth. Excuse me. But I got cavities right there, so I can shove that up in there. And it protects the tooth from decay and all of the other bacteria that may go on in a day in our mouths because of all of the things we do. So it's really nice to have some of those things that actually help us out and promote health and wellness. So there's more frankincense. This is Palo Santo to bring in the good energy. And we're going to leave this rampage at this, and we're going to continue on later. Stay tuned for the next journey with Solshine.